Let the games begin.
Hey there YouTube, what? Chop, whip, and welcome back to the Hermit Gamers playthrough of X-Men Legends 2, and I apologize for the long delay between videos, but I've been in the pit of despair and misery and self-hatred. It happens occasionally. Anyway, so, in our last episode, we made it into the Nuwali temple, which we apparently were not supposed to be able to find. And, we decided we were going to boot Rogue and Jean from this team, so I decided to just level everyone up to the same level as these characters. I got a little thingy of that, if you guys are interested in how I actually level people up. Yeah, so we're going to, I've had requests, so we're going to bring Wolverine, because, everyone loves Wolverine. And, oh, damn, who else was it I got requested? I think it was Gambit.
Gambit.
Although I haven't actually leveled Gambit up, but that's okay. I can do that now. What do we got here? Are you bought it? Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, more Staff Assault. Staff Assault is good. It's good. And Energy Fury is good. And yeah, I got a good bit of Evade. Evade is good. So this guy will be okay, be giving us some team boosts and all that sheniggy, and have some decent crowd control and single target damage. And that's good, because it's a very melee heavy team, so those boosts will be very handy. Now, one thing I do need to do is just sort out our equipment, and I'm just going to do that off screen, just skip through that so you guys don't have to watch. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so equipment sorted out, do you guys need to see it? Do you care? Does it matter? It's all pretty basic stuff, a little bit of plus damage, a little bit of elemental damage. I always go for damage on my equipment if I can. So let's get in there. Let's get back into that temple and, start clearing things out. Now, I don't recall if we have a new briefing. Oh, okay, we do. Rescue Beast. Alright, so we'll go through this one and then we'll get in there.
Destiny had a most disturbing vision of the future. It spoke of the death of Beast, a victory by Apocalypse, and your having been betrayed by a teammate.
Woo!
Telling the future's a bunch of hogwash. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen. At least not with me, they don't.
Because you're an unpredictable
About
jerk.
that, Wolverine, down in New Orleans, I seen plenty of people do it. And they's usually right.
But she's talking about Beast dying. It can't be true.
That voice.
That's a lovely, lovely voice.
Ignoring her predictions and lost Genosha because of it.
Admittedly, this is disconcerting, but her predictions don't currently impact us. We're still planning on rescuing Beast.
But what if he croaks because we try to save him? Maybe he'd be fine if we just leave him be.
Crazy.
No better in that Cajun. We can't leave Beast in the hands of Apocalypse. You're right. We've got to risk it.
Hey, what about a prediction of one of us ratting the others out? Ain't we gonna do something about that?
An interesting point, Toad.
Toad always brings the
But
common
what would you
sense.
have us do?
I should all know. You're the one with the big brain. You figure it out.
All we can do is be vigilant and report anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, I intend on keeping both eyes wide open for trouble.
Very well then. Godspeed.
Alright, let's get in there, let's kick some, let's take names, kick butt, or whatever it is. What is it? Is it take butt, kick name? I forget. Anyway, so you guys haven't seen Wolverine. Wait, he's gonna put his claws out? Ah, there it goes, clink. Alright, so you guys haven't seen Wolverine. I haven't really used him so far. And, so just to show you how I do his stats, he needs lots of focus. He really does. A bit of body, bit of strike, pretty basic stuff, but he needs a good amount of focus. So right now, I really just put 1 in everything, and then I focus on this Berserker Rage, which boosts his attack speed, so he can spam those abilities super fast, and just give him Clawmaster, that's where I get the damage. I'm not too fussed about his other passives, they're not that... Strong-Willed is nice, like the extra resistances, if you've got the points to spare. A few points in enhanced centers maybe. Regeneration is like, I put 1 point in it just for the passive regen, like when he's out of commission, but otherwise regeneration is a real waste of skill points. Might 1 point in might, and it's not bad. You know, obviously 1 point in block is good. Scream makes people run away. If you're soloing with Wolverine or Sabretooth, get 1 point in Scream, so you can't get mobbed. That's good. But yeah, I mean, and his Extreme is okay. It's decent. Colossus's and Nightcrawler's are probably, you know, definitely better. It's better than it sounds. It says it hits 3 targets. There is actually a little bit of I don't know what you'd call it. Each one of the like when he connects with each one of those targets. I haven't actually used his passive yet, so he's not really fighting at full chat, but not necessary when just dealing with these little scrubbers. Like his little pirouette, his dance. But yeah, as I said, each enemy that he hits with his Berserker Rage will it will actually have a little bit of radius. So it will hit if there's enemies clustered around that one enemy, then he can take out far more than that one enemy. So even though it says it only hits 3 enemies, if there's a whole bunch of enemies on the screen, he'll take out many more than 3 if they're pretty clustered up. So yeah, we're just kind of chilling around here, you know, exploring this area, and you know, I throw these big ass rocks around because it's fun. I haven't really shown you Wolverine's best attack skill that he has at the moment, which is his bleed damage. It's one of those skills that really sort of comes into its own more in the late game, and these little pots, man, they are so satisfying to throw, almost as good as the plants in Act 1. So come on, Pot of Destiny, someone's getting it right in the face. Oh yeah! You like that, son. Damn, Kurt just teleports in, kill steals. Yeah, so I'll show you his bleed damage attack. This is pretty cool. So yeah, we just got to explore around here. Smash up these rocks. You know, make sure there's no danger room discs or anything hidden in these little corners and nooks and crannies. So yeah, see, that just continues to damage them. The bleed damage. Now the thing with bleed damage is if you keep hitting them with it, which is, you know, it's really a bit of a waste to use that on regular old minions. But against a boss, especially if you use Wolverine's passive, which I'll show you very soon, to increase his attack speed. It's the same goes for Sabretooth, because they have all the same skills. They just have different names. But yeah, if you use his passive to increase his attack speed especially, and you just keep nailing them with the bleed damage attack, they'll just keep losing health faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And break that door, guys. No? I want to throw the plant at someone. Wait, can we not get in there? Okay. You, buddy. Oh yeah, I didn't show you his passive, so we'll do that now. So as you can see, now he gives like a little roar whenever he attacks, and it just monstrously boosts his attack speed, both with special attacks and regular attacks. You can see how much faster he attacks now. And that's, yeah, you just spam out these special attacks super fast, so you can really pour on the damage. And you know, it's good because you can pour on the damage without totally blitzing his EP. And yeah, I'm trying to destroy all these pots and things because we really don't have good gear. So, you know, I'm hoping to sort of luck out and maybe find something decent. Break that wall. Yeah, I got the box in my head. You can see with Berserker Rage on, he can really just cleave through them. It's pretty good. For raw damage output, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, you know, they're all pretty mental. And with the right support, Wolverine and Sabretooth can be crazy. Like, they can absolutely leave Jugsy in the dust. Jugsy's better without support, though. Substantially better without support. So, yeah, we need to get around that side now. But yeah, you see how slow his EP recharges? That's why you've really got to give him that extra EP. Give him lots of focus. You woman. Hey, come here. Ooh. Give me a banjo this night. Won't somebody take me to the stage tonight? Yeah, I want to fully explore this area. Although I suppose I'll go get that second switch. Break! That obelisk. It wasn't made of their heart of stone. Or maybe it was, and their heart of stone is just wimpy. Nobody knows. Alright, we'll bleed damage this guy. Man, that's a lot of bad guys. Goodbye, bad guys.
Affirmative.
So you saw that? It sort of looks like it looks like it's a radial, but it's not. But as I say, it's not as bad as the stats make it seem. The stats make it seem like it only hits like 3 or 4 people or something, and it's way better than that. But it's not as good as, say, Colossus, which does comparable damage but hits everything on the screen, no matter how many enemies there are. Let's just plow through these grubbers. Alright, someone's getting this. Woman?
Hey, woman!
Man, there was this old TV show I used to watch called Monkey. It was like Journey to the West, you know, the Chinese thing. And there was this one episode with this guy. He was like the king of the stags or something, and he'd taken up with this gold digger. Her name was like Jade Face or something. She was supposed to be like, you know, really, really beautiful. She was super hot stuff.
The writing on it is in a dialect I don't know, but it looks to be a key of some type.
Alright, we got that key. Let's just finish exploring this this little scrub factory. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm saying more than I need to, but there's this bit in this episode where they're having an argument or something. I can't remember exactly what happens. But basically, she starts like, she hits him or something, and then she says something, you know, that's like really bad, and really upsets him, and just the way he reacts, he goes like, woman. It's just like, I've got to get a sound clip of it, man. Because every time a woman does something disappointing in one of these games, that sound clip is gonna get played. Seriously, I gotta bust out the DVDs though, because I don't think I'll be able to find it on YouTube or anything. You know how many freaking sound clips I have? Do you know how much work I put into this for you people? The last count, I think I had about 700. All right, so break that Buddha thing and break that pot. All right, so what's this? Nuwali corridors. You know what? I kind of wish I had Iceman, so I could just sort of zoom around fast. Okay. No, don't teabag Wolverine. He gets angry when you do that. He'll become angry and use his mouth. Oh no! You too, lady. No! Stupid column, get out of the way. Oh yes, man. Why did I stay in the pit of despair for so long when I could have just loaded up the game, done that, and just solved all of my woes? There is nothing. Nothing quite like throwing a bloodthirsty son of war into the pit where they belong. Anyway, we're going to finish exploring this area. Break everything, Colossus. You're good at it.
Yeah.
Kurt, come over here, kick some ass. I really actually should have had Iceman or Toad. We will need it.
We will need it.
Is Wolverine strong enough to solve this particular puzzle? He is. Good man. Although I don't think we really need to get in here. But, okay, he did a weird job of pushing that. Just break all these filthy rocks. Make sure we're not missing any nice gubbins. As the great Professor Richard Dawkins says, any old lump of gubbins is better than nothing, and he is indeed correct. Although I think he's talking about for the purposes of constructing an eye via evolutionary processes. Ooh. Okay, so I'm lucky I did explore. This is a tech station I would have missed if I hadn't. So what do we got here? Oh, your border. I guess I'll give it to Colossus. Alright, let's get out of here. To Nuwali corridors. Hold on. Kurt, you can do this faster. Why are you not teleporting proper distance? There you go. I think is that the way we came in? Alright, I know this area. This area is a bit of a chuff. So I did want to show you guys some hot steamy gambit action, but this is not a place to be using someone who can't fly or teleport. In fact, we might be in trouble without a flyer here or a bridge builder. I probably should have thought of that. However, I have faith. You know, Nightcrawler is a man of faith, so he will take the leap of faith. And that's something you just have to do sometimes if your teleport skill is low. Because you can teleport in the middle of a jump, you can like jump out into over a pit like that to get more distance on your teleport. Whereas if I just tried to teleport from the edge, you know, he might not be able to teleport far enough, as you can see, like that. So it's a little bit hair-raising, and you want to make sure you have enough EP and you don't just fall into the pit. But, yeah, it's doable. Yeah, do this. This is a little secret area, not on the map. And Doom flashbacks. Now this area is a freaking nightmare, especially when you can't build the bridges to sort of keep track of where you've been. Oh, I see bad guys. I see London, I see France, I see the underground. Alright, let's see if we can throw this pot across the pit. Oh yeah. You buddy.
Sorry, my friends.
And yeah, I could have been throwing these guys off the edge, but I was neglectful, and I deserve, you know, a penance. Alright, have we explored this area? Not quite. Let's keep chugging.
Sure.
Right, I'll go give you guys some hot steamy gambit action. He's okay. He's a cool guy. So you always want to keep his team boost on. I probably should have been using that, like calling allies, because it boosts the damage of his staff assault.
This ain't good.
And staff assault is this guy's absolute bread and butter.
I enjoy this very much.
At least with the build I make. You can build him around his card skills, but then he doesn't have any team synergy. And team synergy in this game is everything. With the EP around the face. I see a danger room disc. Can't smash through that. Well, that's a bit cheeky. I see bad guys. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something really cool here. That was pretty sweet. Alright, let's just teleport in there. Yeah, defend there. That's how he says it. You, buddy. Yeah, give me this stuff. Alright, so where does this take us? Nuwali corridors. I think we've been there.
I'm sorry to bother you in the middle of your mission,
thing.
but I just discovered Mikhail has stolen my father's cache of antimetal. It is a material that can cut through any known metal. If Mr. Sinister got his hands on it, he would figure out some way to replicate it.
Sure about that?
That is exactly what I was thinking. You must find where Mikhail has hidden the antimetal in the Nuwali temple. Return it to me, and I will make sure no one ever finds it again.
He's gonna stick it up his bum. Actually, you know what? Let's just go grab that thingy. Get out of my face. Oh, damn it, I've got no extreme tokens, so I can just wipe them out. You, woman. Woman. Alright, yeah. I just wanted to get that little thingity. We'll go back into this gateway. Make sure we fully explore it. And yeah, I was supposed to be showing you guys Gambit. Sure. With some hot sexy Gambit action, so yeah, we'll do that. The problem with Energy Fury is it's just, it's a bit low level, so it doesn't last. It's a shame. So I put it on now, and by the time I get to a fight, it'll have completely worn off. Thankfully, he doesn't, you know, absolutely need it to be able to do good damage with his stuff, so oh my god, totally choked on that. Out of my face, boy! So yeah, Gambit, he's a little bit dull to play, the way I build him, because it's just Staff Assault, Staff Assault, Staff Assault, Staff Assault, Staff Assault. That's the way it is, unfortunately. But gives good team support, so, you know. Whoa, what the hell? Clean him out, Gambit. Man, it's that flame trap. I think he's doing some real damage. Why is this guy not dying? I should have hit a demolition with Colossus right there. Man, those flame traps are nasty.
This is gonna be sweet.
Yeah, Kurt probably would have been better for this area.
Hope you enjoy your nap.
With the ability to just teleport up to these filthy shooters.
Yeah, this one's more than I can handle.
That was pretty tough. Damn. These little machine gunners, man. I tell you, they're some of the most dangerous enemies in the game. In fact, I would argue they probably are the most dangerous enemies in the game.
You should never have come here.
Because see, like, those little balls they throw, for example. You know, most projectiles you can manually dodge if you need to or want to.
I am stronger than ever.
I am stronger than ever. And Gambit taking a bit of a beating here. How are we doing level-wise, by the way? Gambit and Wolverine, man, they'd be lagging. I don't like it. But we'll wait. We'll wait until they have, you know, 2 levels to distribute before I mess around. Don't you be dodging my Star Assaults. Alright, looks like we've pretty well explored this area. There's some I don't know, maybe I feel like I should send Gambit back. He'll, you know, he'll do better at higher level.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd replace him with, though. And like I said, I do like his, synergy. You, buddy.
Give me back up.
You shoot me with your filthy little bullets. Yeah, look at this. We're really plowing through the health potions here. Like, I'm at the point where I might have to buy some, which, that's not good. No. No, it's not good. Alright, let's get out of here. This area has been fully explored. I didn't really need to come back here. Oh, fuck off. Don't tell me I can't get through there. Oh, no. Yeah, we made... Oh, no. Alright, that was lucky. I almost lost Nightcrawler there. Got a bit cocky with my leaps of faith. Alright, come on, Nightcrawler. Put us out of here nice and fast. I see an enemy. I see a corridor.
It's a trap!
EXP reward. I like it.
Let the games begin.
Shut up. No. Love these little. Walls. Over here.
You can do.
That will not work.
Alright. This is the way. Awaken my warriors! As the Raven say. Let's just teleport attack her to death for the fun of it.
I am mighty. I am colossal.
These guys can't get through that door.
I'm going to
I was hoping to kick her into the pit. Alas. Yeah, that was a little adventure. This nice chunk of EXP, which I'll take.
Just keep getting better.
I just keep getting better. But yeah, I think leave Gambit at home. But I don't know who to, like I said, I'm not sure who to replace him with. I don't know, who's popular? Who would work well on this team? We probably should have our Age of Apocalypse digs on as well, for that matter. Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. He died.
I wish I had to have to do
That's rare. I'll take it. Visionary. That could be useful. You lady. Another rat. Ah, yes, I know where we're going. Alright. Out of my... Holy shit, he just got killed.
Oh no!
must have had some like crazy enhanced damage mods. Anyway, we'll bring him back. No problem. My boy Nightcrawler. It happens every now and then. You come across a boss mob and, you know, they've just got some really wicked mods. It's kind of like, you know, Diablo 2. You come across someone who's got like double lightning enchanted or something. You just like look at them and die.
Will do.
So we need to get that second key.
That's a Nuwali gateway. It requires 2 keys. They're probably scattered somewhere in the Nuwali temple.
So yeah, we can't place the second stone just yet. That's okay. No, I think if I replace Gambit with Bishop, is it?
Bishop.
Yeah, I get new X-Men. Unfortunately, I haven't done Bishop's skills and stats. I have done a little bit. And that'll do it. Alright, so I'll replace Gambit with Bishop for now. And I really need to do their levels.
New X-Men.
Sort some equipment out. Sell all the junk we're not using.
I've been aching for a good scrap.
So Bishop's pretty cool. He's very similar to Gambit.
Affirmative.
But the build I use for Bishop, he doesn't quite have as much crowd control, better single target damage.
Yeah.
Kurt, get us out of here fast. Yeah, so the build I use, better single target damage, and comparable team support except his extreme. As far as support abilities go, easily one of the best in the game. Alright. So let me see how long we've been playing. I'll have to go to the shop, sell the equipment we're not using, stash anything good. Can't break that pile of rocks. It's weird. Energy. Who needs energy?
If you say so.
Wolverine. He and Sabretooth just energy hogs. They're so EP hungry, and it's the main thing that limits their damage with their crazy boosted attack speed. Anyway, let's pop back to Avalon. And we've got another mission objective, another mission briefing. However, I think I've been playing for long enough, so we'll just finish up with the danger room mission. And yeah, but I'll pop to the shop, sell any gunk. It's good to see you again. And I should do those level ups, but we'll see. It's probably getting to the point where I can start buying bonus skill points now.
Luckily, one size fits all.
Angelic bands. Bands of the Brute. Emitting. Visionary. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, astonishing. Excalibur. No, that's terrible. Wow. Got a lot of equipment, but it was very bad.
It's good to see you again.
Let's see if this guy has anything worth buying. Doesn't look like it. And
it's all in excellent condition.
8,000. Let's get one for Wolverine. Yeah, we'll just stick with one bonus skill point for now. It's fine. So, where is the danger room? See what we've unlocked here. Ah, yes. So these are the ones I was using to level up, and it's probably time to actually complete them now. So what have we got here? Assault, defeat 30 enemies. That's not useful for leveling. Defend, in theory, could be. Challenge Cyclops. I'll probably wait until I actually start using Cyclops before I do that one. So we'll probably do Assault and these 2 freshman courses. So as I say, these were the ones I was using for leveling. And the reason why I don't complete them if I want to use them for leveling is, well, I'll show you basically. You can jump in here and I'll show you. And I'll give you guys a look at Bishop while we're about it. So the Bishop, Sapping Strike if he wants to lay on the damage hard. Full auto for a little bit of crowd control and range, and Energy Fury. He's you know, because he has energy combat, you know, he can do decent damage just punching things. So you know, he's pretty decent kind of all rounder. Energy combat will also boost the damage of Sapping Strike, so it can get pretty damn monstrous. And full auto as damage per second benefits from the you know, any bonus damage on his gear, so that's a, you know, pretty cool ability. Anyway, so all we've got to do is call for help 5 times in this minute.
The course is now active. Good luck.
Thingy.
Generating.
Okay.
Generating a current. Excellent.
Warm up on me.
Generating a current.
Now, yeah, as you can see, they're dropping tech bits and stuff.
Your course is now complete.
If I complete the course, if I were to go back and play this course again, they won't drop any. They won't drop either tech bits or potions. And potions are the real killer. So I can go into a course like this one, like Combined Powers, and as long as I don't complete it, because I can literally just stay in there for the full 3 minutes, endlessly spawning enemies, lots of potions dropping, just, you know, it's just a murder mill for me, basically. And, you know, that's great. I get lots of EXP. Now I'm going to have to switch my team up to complete this Combined Powers, because, you know, you want people who have good radials and so on.
Jean Grey.
Does Jean have yeah, Psionic Boom? Professor X with his crushing ego is fantastic. If you're ever having trouble completing any Combined Power episodes, bring the Professor. And others who are really good are like Pyro, Sunfire, fantastic. So I'll probably bring where is Pyro, and who else has good radials? Actually, I might just bring Cyclops. Although, yeah, what the hell. Alright, so something when you're doing these Combined Power episodes, don't give your characters gear. You don't want to enhance their damage more than you need to, because, you know, if you can, you know, if you have all your fancy gear on and you're wiping out enemies in one hit, well, then you have to wait for them to respawn before you can potentially get another combo. Whereas, see, for example, I could have potentially gotten 2 combos on that guy.
Generating a current.
Now, a lot of this is about timing. And it differs depending on your team, their powers, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, if we want that on Mental Vortex. We want to make sure he's on Crushing Ego. We want to make sure everyone's on normal. Optic Beam. Actually, yeah, Psionic Boom, Crushing Ego, Burn. And I might even pop him on Optic Flash, if I can. Yeah, whatever, we'll go with Optic Beam, it's fast. So, yeah.
Generating.
Will do.
So a lot of what limits your ability to finish these games, these missions, is your teammates will start running out of EP. So you can either have to play musical mutants, jumping around taking potions, or bring a character like Jean, who gives you that EP leash, or bring Bishop, pop on Power Trip. Makes it really easy. So we did that. We got all the rewards, nice and simple. And now we're up to our sophomore one. So we'll just do Assault, and that'll probably be the end of this episode. And we'll go grab that mission briefing, but I'm just going to pop out of here so I don't have to re-choose my team. Or maybe I'll get the briefing at the start of next episode, since I still need to do those level ups. Anyway, Assault, this is going to be really easy. We'll just hit an extreme, kill a whole bunch of fools. Colossus will be the man, because he can just take out an entire screen load of idiots with one demolition.
The training course.
Although let me make sure his he doesn't actually. Okay, yeah, doesn't need any extra skill points in demolition. Alright, come on, Colossus, my boo, do me proud.
Generating.
I will comply.
Ain't you courageous?
Oh crap! I didn't actually have an extreme token I can use. That'll cause us some problems.
Generating.
There we go. Yeah, put you back in my
Generating.
You can see his thunderclouds are quite effective.
Generating. Congratulations. You have successfully completed the course.
I'll take it. So yeah, I'll keep defend to potentially use it for leveling up. It's a bit tricky to use the defend missions for leveling up, but it can be done. So I probably need to sell that gear that I got from the Danger Room. I doubt that it was any good.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, just regular old bands. Yeah, I do want to hold on to that. Flawless. Yeah, that's terrible. Alright, let's just... Actually, you know what we will do? We'll finish up by going into the secret portal.
Sorry, no credit.
That should be a bit of fun. But I should definitely do our levels before we go in there. We get our ass handed to us. Potentially otherwise. Enemies in the secret portals, you know, they're dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. That's too much body. He doesn't need that much. Get that damage up. Alright, happy with that. More Divine Blades. One more point in teleport. Do a bit of extra range on the teleport attack. That's how it works with Master of Chaos and teleport attack. Is in all of his teleport skills, the range of his teleport attack skills, like Piercing Strike, Teleport Frenzy, Master of Chaos, will be determined by the range of his teleport. And that can be both a good thing and a bad thing. When you're using something like Teleport Frenzy or Master of Chaos, it can either make it more tightly focused on a single enemy, because, you know, his abilities do have the the potential to hit a single enemy multiple times. And you know what? I think I'll hold off on that extra point in Divine Blades, because I really want to get an extra point in Master of Chaos, and I really want to grab a point in Leap of Faith. It just gives you a 50% chance of saving the lives of your teammates. This is a nice little passive, you know, nothing special. But, you know, his Divine Blades, it hits multiple times and it's doing fantastic damage, so it's just not really necessary. And I do want, as I said, I really do want to get that extra point in Teleport, because it gives a huge boost to his Master of Chaos and allows him to jump further and teleport attack further and just swoop around the map further. But as I say, Teleport, you know, some people put 2, some people go 3, some people go all the way. I think that's pretty crazy, because when you use a Teleport Frenzy or a Master of Chaos, he'll be hitting things all over the map and he can end up in all sorts of crazy places. And it's distributing his attacks over many enemies, and that might not be what you want. But I personally think a good balance is somewhere between 2 and 3. Experiment, you know, get some redistributes if you have to, and experiment with it, see what you like best, you know. But do definitely, you know, but just genuinely bear that in mind, that, you know, that's how that works, and that's how you adjust it. Anyway, so we do want to get, yeah, more Claw Master, more Berserker Rage, and yeah. Not much point bumping his attack skills. Eviscerate's usually the only attack skill for this guy that I will bump up. So, yeah, a little bit of passive resist, probably not a bad thing. Maybe some enhanced senses. Alright. If you get enhanced senses high, you can actually detect hidden enemies, which can be extremely useful. But it needs to be very high. I don't know if it's necessarily worth putting that many points into it. So what do we want here? Yeah, definitely need to get a bit of a boost to that. Argue barter. But yeah, you want to keep these surprisingly even with Wolverine and Sabretooth, because they really need the EP regen. They badly need it. Colossimaboo. It's just yeah, Colossus is so easygoing with the EP, so you can really pump his body and strike. And you know, they rag on Colossus and they say he's this weak character and all the strategy guys. It's just not true. He's not a weak character. He you know, he's not skill intensive. So for example, you can like max raw, you can max steel skin. It's just not necessary, you know, to save those points. You know, he has one of the best extremes in the game in Unbreakable. And not to mention Demolition. We're probably going to go with both for now, but later on I will get rid of Demolition, because Unbreakable makes him invincible, doubles his damage. Pretty crazy. Demolition is just big damage, hitting everything on the screen. And at this point, he kind of sometimes sometimes it's better to hit a Demolition and use an Unbreakable. Later in the game, Unbreakable is almost always better because it lasts for such a good long time. And you can clear, like doing double damage, you can clear out enemies using like Thunderclap and Siberian Express. You can just plow through hordes of enemies that you would have wiped out with the Demolition, except you can do it for like 45 seconds. So, you know, at a later point, Unbreakable can definitely be good. But as I say, Colossus he's not skill hungry, so you could potentially get both maxed if you wanted. I mean, it might mean not getting Raw, for example. Maybe take those points that you would have put in Raw and put them into Metallurgy and just make him like ridiculously tough. Maybe I'll do that in this build. I usually do give him Raw just for a little bit of team support, but yeah, maybe I'll do that in this particular fight. But we need our most badass fighter active now, and right now that is definitely Nightcrawler. That said, let's just make sure Biobeam, absolutely not. Energy Fury, thanks. And make sure you have, yeah, Sapping Strike and Full Auto. That's good. Yeah, use Claw Flurry. You Thunderclap. So yeah, maybe I will do less of a team support build for Colossus in this game and just show you how much of a monster he can be. And look at that, Divine Blades just plowing through him. Or it would be if I was using it possibly correctly too. Oh, they're dancing! They're dancing! There's something very satisfying about just using multiple teleport attacks. Break that jug, please. There we go. I'm gonna break all the jugs in this area. You know, it's got that high drop value. And we've got an extreme token, which will be very useful for finishing off these dickheads at the end. Hey, dickheads. That wasn't bad. We got Iron Man's gubbins. No more jugs. Where the jugs at? Oh, I see jugs. Give me tech bits, give me extreme tokens. I wham them. You know what, we'll do this with Colossal. Break that freaking lion thingy. I don't even know what it is, but break it. So I probably could have plowed through that area with Colossus, to be honest. See, one of the things with Colossus is because he is so stat and skill hungry, you know, because he's so, you know, it's like he doesn't, because you really don't need to put many points in focus, unlike any other tank in the game, with the exception of maybe Juggernaut, but I would argue Colossus probably needs even less focus than Jugs. He can just have lots of body and lots of strike, and That's what you want on a tank. Lots of health, lots of damage. Yeah, he hits slow, but he hits hard.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. Probably run a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely run a little bit long. But, you know, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'm certainly back in business now. And I'm going to be doing a playthrough of another game. I haven't decided what exactly it is yet. I was kind of hoping the new Necromunda game would be out. But, no such luck. So, we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, maybe a Planescape Torment or Baldur's Gate or something along those lines. Anyway, until next time, I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. And we'll be pushing into that Elemental Temple and finding Kazar's antimatter. We'll be getting that mission briefing at the start of our next episode. And we'll continue on with this team. I think they have a lot of potential. Bishop is he's a pretty cool guy. Maybe lagging a little bit with levels, but that's fine. Anyway, until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Watch your way.